If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the...
Welcome to another episode of the Luv Shak. I'm your host, Big Al, the Doctor of Love.
I'm the showstopper himself, Johnny Richards.
Good evening, Albert.
Good evening, Charles, and with us is Johnny Richards. And also on the phone is none other than the Tri-State Champion, Bobo Brazil Jr. How you doing, Bo?
Pretty good. How about yourself there?
Okay, and also we got Chloe, which is also, we're going to talk about her match also, but we got 3 matches we're going to talk about. But before we do, we got to make an announcement real quick for somebody. Our NFW Nation comment of the week is coming from Vicky Jackson. She says, can you ask the NFW Nation for prayers for me? I'm in ICU at Deacon's Hospital recovering from a stroke. So, Vicky, get well soon, sweetheart. You're in our hearts and you're in our prayers. And this Luv Shak's dedicated to you. Now, yeah, she's been almost every one of our events. So she's a loyal NFW Nation. So we do hope she gets better. And Vicky, please, God bless you. We're thinking of you, sweetheart.
That's right.
Now, the first match we want to talk about, since Bo was with us, we have a match, a barbed wire match?
A barbed wire match with Bobo and Vic.
For the Tri-State
title.
So, hey, Charles, you got a couple questions you want to talk to Bo about before we move along?
I sure do.
All right, go ahead, sir.
This is a match I think you pretty much demanded this kind of match. Have you done this match before? Yes, I have. I've done this match several times in Japan and several times out through the United States. I tell you what, if you don't know what he's doing once he get in there, he's gonna pass flush off if he don't know what he's doing. So that's what I'm thinking. I got the big advantage of him there, but he might not deserve this match. But I think this is the only way that we gonna prove that who's the better man. I think you're right, Bo. I tell you what, like I said, I figured you probably did this over in Japan. And like you said, if you don't know what you're doing, you can cut yourself all to pieces. Because you're a big man and you're going to be throwing him. I know you are. Oh, yeah, and if that bar cuts you just right, it can rip you pretty good to hit one of your veins, So you got to know what you're doing when you get in there. If you don't know what you're doing, it's best not to crawl in that ring with me because I done been in several of them and I only got a few scars out of it. And I'm really, no stranger to those barbed wire matches. In other words, this ain't your first rodeo, is it, Bo? No, not my first rodeo. All righty. Well, Albert, you got a question or two you want to ask?
Yeah, Bo, so you and Vic has been kind of feuding for a while, so you think this kind of match will kind of like end the feud right here once and for all?
Well, it might not end the feud, but it would make him think and probably make me think, too, we both end up scarred up pretty bad or cut up in the hospital, that it's probably time for us to quit being married to one another.
I tell you, Bo, in all actuality, I don't want to get in there with you in that type of match or in there with Vic in that type of match. I'm going to sit back and enjoy and believe it or not, wish both of you guys the best of luck. That takes a man to get in that type of match.
I really appreciate that, but me and Vic been going at it for years out through Kentucky and Indiana. When I first met Vic, I had just come from Japan, and he was in a match, and I was after him, and he looked at me and he asked him, said, who is that guy that's getting the ring? They said, that's Bobo Brazil Jr. He said, well, he seemed like he's pretty tough. So Vic interfered in my match. And I didn't know him. He didn't know me. And like we squared off there. And I was looking at him. And he looked at me. Then he stepped out the ring and told me, so I'll see you down the road somewhere. And I asked the promoter, who is this guy? So he was trained down there in Memphis and stuff. And I said, yeah. So he's been around, you know, and I've been around. But I think I got the advantage of him on that because I got more experience than him.
Okay.
Hey, Bo, I got a question for you. I'm familiar with the barbed wire match. Now, I know there's two kinds. Are now you guys going to take the ropes off like they do in Japan and use barbed wire strands, or are you going to wrap the wire around the ropes? We're going to wrap the wire around the rope. We're going to do it the American style. Let me ask you something. You've been in that Japanese style, though, where it's just bare barbed wire, right? Bare barbed wire. I mean, it'll cut you just as soon as you touch it, and you got thrown the way they have theirs, and all the way around the ring, on the ropes and all the way around the ring. You know, the barbed wire is made of rope. Yeah. And once you get dropped over into that barbed wire, and then it sounds like a bomb go off, they call it a Pearl Harbor. Oh, and that wraps all around you. It wraps all around you, and if you move, it cuts you up pretty bad. I've been in several of them with Sabu. Yeah, I had wondered if it was going to be like that, or if it was going to be like the American style with the rope strapped in. Well, I guess that's the better of the lesser of two evils, if there is such thing when it comes to that. Like I said, like Al said and Johnny said, I wish you guys the best of luck. And I want you to know I'm going to be right there with my cell phone in case somebody hits that carotid artery or that, that jugular vein. I just hope nothing like that happens, but fans go get their money's worth that night, big man. Oh, yeah, you can get paralyzed from that, too. You get hit in the back way, or hit one of them nerves, It's a very dangerous match, so, I'm going to say my prayers for our internet that everything be all right with both of us when we come out, but this is something that's got to be settled over the two toughest rifles out through the tri-state. I want to say something, too. Any of you backyarders out there, this ain't nothing you want to try, is it, Bo? No, they don't even want to try this. I guarantee you. Not even they try to try it at home or either put barbed wire up and run up under it or nothing, anything. At one time, Sir Charles there and Master Rich and Big Al, first time I hit the barbed wire, it cut me so bad on my arm, and I was looking down, and Sabu went up and kicked me and ran me right into the wire again. Oh, man. I couldn't holler or nothing. I couldn't do nothing, just lay there and feel the pain go through my body. And it was night after night we did that. Well, I'll tell you what happened to me. You from up where I'm at. I lived up in Austin, Indiana. And I came home one night, and I'd been, that was back in my younger days, and I'd been imbibing in some alcoholic beverages, and I forgot I just moved in the house, man, and they had a barbed wire fence just a little bit. They used to have a goat, and it was electrified, right? Well, guess who fell into that daggone thing? And that was enough for me, man. Tore my clothes, cut me up good, not to mention it shocked me, so at least you ain't got the rock going on. That barbed wire feel, if you ever deal with a porcupine, that's how that barbed wire feel when it goes in you. Oh, yeah, man, it cut me good, and I got out as quick as I got, So I've seen guys laying that stuff. Y'all just be real careful that night, Bo. Yeah, but you see, he's lucky that I didn't call for a razor barbed wire match. Oh. Yeah, that's what I know.
Okay,
I didn't call for a regular barbed wire match because it's going to be better on me because I did razor barbed wire match.
I bet. Okay,
Bo. Close, you got Nick.
Now, the NFW Nation is going to be watching this, and also I'm pretty sure Vic's going to be watching this to hear what you have to say. So I'll tell you what, this is going to be your time. Do you want to say something to Vic and NFW Nation about your match?
Yes, I really do. Vic, I'm going to tell you this. I hope this be the last match that we ever have like this because we both could end up in the hospital.
Yep.
We both could disappoint both our wives and stuff because don't neither one of them know that we have in this match. You know, and my wife know how I am in a box. She's seen me in one. I let all things go. I just block my mind out and I just really go. So Vic, all I can ask you to do is do your homework and be ready.
There you hear it. There's Bobo Brazil. He's going to be taking on Vic the Bruiser Lewis, and for the Tri-State title, Bobo's the champion, going up against Vic in a barbed wire match. And I tell you what, it's going to be a brutal match. So, but I just want to thank you for being on here, and look forward to seeing you at the next event. And you're the man, and you're a great competitor. So I wish you the best, and we'll see you on the 22nd. On the 22nd, okay?
I'll see you on the 22nd.
All right, you take care, my friend.
Have a blessed day, Bo. We'll see you later.
All right.
You too.
Take care, Bo. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Now, Charles,
Yes, sir.
Rich, okay, we got a few other matches to talk about also.
I think the girls should do the barbed wire too.
The girls' barbed wire match. Oh, mercy.
Their careers could end that night, Albert.
Oh, it's going to be something else. Now we got Elite and Epiphany back together again. Hopefully they can
Together again.
coexist after their matches they've been having. We're going to find out on September 22nd at the Metro Sports Center when Elite and Epiphany were teamed up to take on Lady Vendetta and Chloe.
So what you got to say about that, Chloe?
What do I have to say? I'm looking forward to teaming up with Lady Vendetta. I like her a lot, and I'm looking forward to being in the ring with Epiphany and Alita. They're pretty tough. So
It's going to be real tough. And Lady Vendetta's making her come back. She's been gone for a little while, and you got a great partner right there because we've seen her and Epiphany. They really went at it last time they fought. So
Then Epiphany chased off the other girls.
I think that's kind of the other way around.
They've been back since. Sure.
Well, maybe we can do something about that later in the future. But okay, now, what about me? What about me? What about Raven?
What about Raven?
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Raven, you asked the question for like 800 years now. What about you? Raven, you finally come to New Focus Wrestling, but you made the worst mistake of your life. You know what that is? You're teaming with Flash Flanagan.
Flash and Raven tag team
Flash and Raven
against.
Gator McAllister and myself.
Oh, you're going up against Raven.
Raven, I've been compared to you for 11 years.
Did you hear that, Charles?
I know all about that, Al. Remember I told you not long ago that Johnny was going to have a little visit? You remember that, Johnny?
I remember that quite well. I remember that quite well. You see, what Raven doesn't understand is that night, Raven won't be asking the questions. He won't be answering the questions. I will be. That night, Raven, you will feel my pain. And that night, Raven, you will quote me nevermore.
So what do you think about that match, Charles?
Well, all I can say is he can talk a good stick. But if you ever got to see Raven live, he pulls out all the stops, dude. I was just at a bad show with him not long ago, and he don't stop. He was going against Josephus, man.
Yeah.
A big Bruiser Brody type guy. And he didn't let up one bit. You know what Raven's got? He gets inside your head, Johnny. He gets inside your head worse than you get inside of people's heads.
There's no one
He's
that plays
prepared. It's a mental game.
better than I do.
Well, I was going to say, you and Raven, in some ways, are alike, because I watch him, he goes really out of his mind and gets really downright mean. And
He's not Johnny Richards.
it's like his mind is like somewhere else, but he's tough, he's mean, and he tells it to you like it is, in front of your face. So I give him all respect. He's a great athlete, and I'm sure the fans are going to love him. September 22nd at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, bell time 7:30 p.m. New Focus Wrestling presents Slammin in September. We got Victor Bruiser Lewis going up against Bobo Brazil Jr. in a barbed wire match for Tri-State title. Lady Vendetta and Chloe are going to team up against Epiphany and Alita in women's tag team match. Then we got Flash Flanagan and Raven. The superstar Raven is going to be coming in, going up against Gator McAllister and Johnny Rivers in a tag match.
What the?
Johnny Rivers?
See what's on my mind? Johnny Richards. I'm sorry.
Johnny Rivers was a musician, dude.
he's already getting in my mind already. Johnny Richards and Gator McCaskill are going to go against Raven and Flash Flanagan.
Charles, I think Al's got something in his Coke over here.
I think Al's a little upset, Johnny, on account of this, you know what?
Now, we haven't even...
Smart Mark Rivers or whatever, maybe, I don't know.
Smart Mark Rivers is a doofus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I ain't going to talk about him
Surprises?
Yeah, you got any more surprises? You said you had a big surprise for you going to announce, so we're listening.
A big surprise.
I mean, you said you had some announcements and stuff. You had some stuff you want to say about the Raven match, which I guess that was it because you're going against Raven.
I'm going against Raven. I'm going to destroy Raven. Raven doesn't stand a chance against me.
I don't know. He's tough. He's tough.
Flash don't stand a chance against me. You know what we ought to do? You know what I think I'm going to do?
What's that?
Flash Flanagan originally was supposed to defend the world title against me. I told him he could pick what kind of match he wanted, and he chose the tag match. He chose to bring Raven in. He's not going to get out of that title defense.
So you're going to make a match?
I want to make that tag team match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So if you win...
If I win, if I pin either Raven or Flash, I become the new heavyweight champion.
Now, what if Gator pins him?
If Gator pins him, Gator becomes the new heavyweight champion.
Okay, and what if they pin, Raven and Flash ain't going to give in.
They won't pin us.
They're going to be tough. I mean, they're going to be hard to beat. You got two guys right there that are tough as nails that, don't know what the word quit is.
But they're not as tough as me. None of you gave me any credit before Nick Iggy. Before my match of Nick Iggy, no one, you or Charles, no one out there ever gave me any credit before my match of Nick Iggy. And the only person that believed in me in that match was against Nick Iggy?
It was a good match. It was great.
Her. She's the only one that had my back in that match.
It was a good match. Also, speaking of that, our last event, as you heard, the Iron Man Rob Conway, co-GM. I'm glad because he's helped a lot and he's helped out with these matches here.
You're a jerk,
and,
Rob Conway.
And our next show, I'm pretty sure he's going to be out there again.
If he interferes in my match, I'll break his other arm. Bottom line.
Oh my gosh.
I'll re-rip his bicep and break his other arm.
So Charles, anything you want to say about these matches? About anything else of Slammin in September?
Well, it's going to be exciting night of matches. I just want to clear one thing.
And
regular prices.
Regular ticket prices. Ringside seats, advanced ringside seats are
ringside is
front
$10. General admission is $8. Kids from 5 to 12 are $5. Senior citizens are $5. Kids 4 and under free.
There you go.
Active military free.
Like I said, Slammin in September 22nd at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30 p.m. We're going to see like I said, Tri-State title match. We're going to see the women's match. We're going to see the debut of Raven, and I'm sure we're going to have other matches announced in the near future and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
We got questions on Facebook too, Al.
Okay, go ahead.
So Jeremy asked who is one of the superstars that I would like to bring in. You like to bring in, Charles like to bring in, you'd like to bring in one day.
All right.
So I would have to say the guy that I want to bring in is Raven.
So you can put another notch on your...
Another notch. I mean, I already beat his buddy Nova.
Okay. What do you think about that, Charles?
I don't know what to think. Who would you like to see come in, Al?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Raven coming in, like, I have a lot of respect for him. I like to see Ricky Morton back. I mean, his match was awesome last show. The Rock and Roll Express. I mean, he still got it. He's living proof right there. You get better with age because he still got it. So I like to see him back again in the near future, hopefully. And Raven, like I said, it's it'd be an honor watching him in the ring and being out there. He's a heck of a superstar. And what?
Ricky Morton.
Hey,
We'll ask you one question, but we'll leave with Chloe out. Chloe, let me ask you something, buddy. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me ask you something. We've asked everybody else about the superstars. Who would you like to see come in?
I would like to see. Who would I like to see? There's a lot. I don't know. Raven's hard to top.
He's gonna be tough.
He's pretty hard to top. I guess I'd have to say Raven.
Now, before
I'm gonna tell you what. I just got to see Raven, like I said, about 2 months ago. And I want everybody out there in NFW land to listen to me, and listen to me well. the night you see him, man, he's going to give you not 100%, not 200%, not 500%. He's going to give you 1,000%.
There you go.
He goes out there, man, and he tears that house down. He's good with his fans, not like some people. He'll sit there, he'll talk to you just like Ricky. He's eager to please his fans. But most of all, when he gets in that ring, Al,
Yeah.
use my language, all hell breaks loose. It's like seeing a man possessed.
It's going
So I urge everybody to get their tickets early, get there early, and just get ready for a good night of action. You know, Johnny Richards is a tough guy. I know you, Rich, when you started out, and you're a tough man. But don't think you're going to go over there that night and push him over, because it ain't going to happen.
I'm gonna take him out. I mean, I beat the Necro Butcher. I beat Pondo. I beat Corporal. I beat Tony. I beat Nova, his best friend. If Meanie's fat ass come down here, I beat him too. The list goes on and on. Ravens is gonna be one more name on that list.
All right. Now, can you name the other superstars that's going to be out there that night as well as just Raven, Flash, you and Gator, the women's matches, and Vic and Bobo? But who else?
Another good match for Charles' little buddy.
Who's that?
Nick Iggy, one-on-one with Nick Dinsmore.
Oh, former WWE's Eugene Nick Dinsmore against Nick Iggy. What do you think about that, Charles?
I think it's going to be a good match. I think that's going to be an excellent match, and I'm looking forward to that night. Now, I want to know one thing, Rich,
Yes, sir.
Johnny, whatever you are this week. I need to know something. We got some good tag team action that night besides you and Gator.
I tell you, tag team action. We got the ARP tag match, Chloe's tag match. We'll be in there. Brandon Espinosa and Ace Hawkins comes back to defend the No Limits tag team titles against SOL.
Oh my! Oh, that will be a match to watch right
yeah,
there. SOL, oh Lord, they're on the road because I don't think since they've been back together last few times they fought, they've actually tore the house down and won. They have got everybody's number. They're tough.
They're on the road, but that's not all. There's a number one contenders match also that night. From your other buddy Charles, Rudy Boy Gonzalez will team with Alex Reigns to take on the Texas Tornadoes.
The Texas Tornado. That'd be another good match. Another good match.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one right there, boy. I'll tell you what. Mama Rich is sounding left right. Good job, Mama.
Yeah, it's got it going. And Rob, like I said, being co-general manager, has really helped out a lot too. We got the Iron Man. And
one more. I got one more for you.
Okay, you're on the roll.
This other guy emailed us here and they asked if there was any way there'd be a rematch between me and Chloe against JP and Scarlett from the last show. And in all actuality, we have nothing to prove to them. I mean, we wiped the floor with them. JP, you want to stick your little pencil neck in the main event at the end? You want to jump me from behind?
Yeah,
that's
that's why I want to ask you. You're the kind of man who doesn't let anything go by, doesn't let anything slip.
No.
So what he did. So you got plans for him in the future, right?
JP is going to take on the newcomer, big Daniel Eads. Is that his name?
Yeah,
the big
something
retarded-looking kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like if Eugene was still around, he looked like Eugene's illegitimate son.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You know.
Any other thing you want to add to the September Slammin' in September?
I can't tell you all right now. I got to keep a little bit of secret.
And okay.
Whose corner am I going to be in that night? Am I going to be?
Yeah, that's a good question. You were on her side, but yet Elita and Epiphany are in the race for Evolution.
And me and Elita's tag team
So
champions.
you're kind of like Raven. You're unpredictable. And that's going to be a great match.
We're going to find out.
It's going to be great. Like I said, Slammin' in September 22nd, the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive here in Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30. Regular prices plus concession stand plus also great merchandise. I'm sure we got the raffles going on, so it's going to be great. Charles, is there anything you want to add before you spread the love?
No, I just think it's going to be a really good night of top wrestling action right there in Evansville, Indiana. Like I said, you got Johnny Richards and Gator McAllister going against Flash Flanagan and I Feel the Pain, Raven.
That's right.
Let the Raven nevermore. Going to be a good match. You got Miss Chloe, Lady Vendetta, tough lady action going against Epiphany and Lita Ortiz. Man, that's right there. That's worth $8, $9, $10 right there. Just them couple matches.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Is there anything you want to add before Charles spreads the love?
Don't spread the love.
Spread the love, Charles.
Don't spread the love.
I'm going to spread the love, Chloe.
Don't spread the love.
Well, that's it. NFW Nation, like I said, Slammin' in September 22nd at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30. you've got the women's tag team match. Alita and Epiphany going up against Chloe and Lady Vendetta. You got against Flash Flanagan and Raven going up against Gator McAllister and Johnny Richards.
Thank you.
Then you got Bobo Brazilian Jr. defending his tri-state title in a Bob Bar match against Victor Bruce Lewis. Then you got the SOL going up against Espinoza and Ace Hawkins. You got Tex Tornadoes going up against
Rudy Boyd and Alex Reigns.
Rudy Boyd and
Or Mount Light.
Alex Reigns. And you got Daniel Eads going up against
JP Lightning.
JP Lightning, your buddy JP.
I got a big surprise.
And we got other stars coming in, I'm sure.
Bigger than his wife.
It's going to be a great night with Raven there. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there. Charles will be there. So I mean, if you ain't nothing else, we can have Charles spread the love.
Just don't spread the love.
Spread the love.
All right, Charles. It's that time, my friend. If there's anything you want to say, go ahead and say it. If you want to spread the love, we're ready, friend.
Spread the love.
Spread the
Just
love.
remember, NSW Nation, don't fight amongst yourself. Be peaceful and tolerant and just do one thing. Leave the fight to us, and all you gotta do is...
You see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the